And you don't need to be on the camera if you don't want to.
I don't want to be on the camera. Not today.
So,
No.
so only my face will show.
Okay.
I should go see Dad now.
Huh?
Sent the dog and fall to the cave.
There you go.
Just 'cause it was cold and dreary and I didn't
Yes, it is.
It was beautiful. What's my drank too much last night?
No, I haven't drank it. I just don't feel the beat up.
Yeah.
Beat up. I know, and I've been so.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just
So-
it to me. It's terrible. I hate it. All right, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. You guys are ready.
Yes.
So, what we did, like I said, I'm going to test. I actually tested you for 162 markers in your body. They pinged, and your range came out to 48.27. And so, the range of 48 is between 32 and 64 cycles, which means there is some sort of a neurophysical issue. So there is like overfiring of the nerves. They call it biomemory. And usually biomemory is inbuilt from the DNA from your mother's side. And so you're not harmonizing that. So that is the range you're sitting in. So you're interacting with the world from your mother's DNA level of how she related to the world.
That makes sense.
So like that's the way I can translate it for you. And everybody has three different ways we relate to the world. One is for the father side, it's muscle memory. People who are very these people are very digestion focused, workouts guys and stuff. Those are muscle memory. That is from the father's side. The biomemory is the mother's side. And the people who are bioenergy is like umbilical cord, so they are very environmentally driven. So they react to the world with the way the environment treats them. So you are more inclined towards your mother's side. That's the way I can comprehend. And if we are in harmony there, our DNA vibrates a certain way. If we are in disharmony, then it's like a blind spot. Like you're programmed for a certain way a word is said to mean certain things, whether it's painful or not painful, it's decided upon your past experience with that word. And if I have to translate it another way, is like, see, you are used to a tone called shut up, right? That is hurtful. But whereas you never hear the word, love you, honey. So you're paying attention more to the G note or F note, not the D note. So that's why cannabis always is emotional integration. Because what happens is emotionally, mother's side is emotional integration, right? They are the one who say, honey, you're worth it. We love you. Whereas the father wants you to have courage. So the father beats you another way, mother beats you another way. Mental breakdown is mother, mental validation is mother. Father is say, you can do it. Joni, you can do it, So he gives you confidence, right? Self-confidence is father. So father is about belief system. You go to church, you're going to get this. Like, see, father is about grounding, right?
Yeah.
So you can understand how I'm interpreting it, but you have to figure it out for you. So for that, 48.27 is your baseline. The way you relate to the world is through your mother's energy. It's almost like you are living out her dreams. If you're in harmony, it's good.
No.
So do you? The thing
I
is,
told her about the Italy house, but I didn't tell that.
why?
No.
Is there
Because
something I am?
no, we've been talking about my mother a lot through her.
Yeah, and I just didn't know whether you knew anything because that
No.
would shade your.
No. I am just interpreting the way I see things,
I see.
and I am not judging you. Like what I am telling you is this the way I read you.
Okay.
That doesn't mean it's correct or wrong. It's like the way.
No, I just didn't know what background you knew about.
Oh no, I'm always coming from a spiritual because our DNA vibrates three different ways.
Yeah.
And one, it vibrates through muscle memory,
Yeah.
biomemory, and energetic environment. Because we, in the amniotic fluid itself or exposed to environmental toxins. So what your mother ate, like is in that amniotic fluid. So things influence your DNA. And when you're born, you're given, like it's almost like you're dealt with these cards, right? And if you're struggling or suffering, it's because you're being given a bad association between that word and the expression, or the act and that expression. So you need to disconnect it. You need to create your own words today because you're given a fresh plate. That's what cannabis does. It reverses the way you hear. That's why when cannabis impulse comes in the synapses, it reverses. Do you know that?
So
I've read that.
it clears the channels pretty much.
It doesn't. It's like if in case a mother say yeah, a child says mom, 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 you tune them out, right? Cannabis literally tunes you out because the annoyance is still there, but you're not paying attention. You're tuned out. Yes, that's what cannabis is. Cannabis literally.
Yeah, right.
So your biomarkers in range is 115. You're pretty healthy. Of
Good.
162, 115 is healthy. Only 47 is out of it. So you're not really having a bad reaction like you are thinking. You're pretty good. 2/3, you're pretty good.
Okay,
So
good.
we are just going to figure out what is that 1/3 your body is looking for. So the green is antioxidant effect inside the cell, oxidative stress. You're pretty good at it. The red is inflammation. So you want to not hear people from a space, not just hearing, because everything is about the way we perceive from the right ear. They say when a child doesn't hear mother's heartbeat in the intrauterine time, they become autistic. And that's the same in the world. If you are hearing people from a space of they're violating me, women is about jealousy and violation. Men is about laziness. So men hear from you're not doing enough for me, you're lazy. That's the way they hear, default. Women hear from the place of lust and jealousy. So they compare themselves always and they hurt themselves. So if you can understand this is the world taught to us, and I'm not going to engage that way, and I'm going to make my own rule, you'll be ahead of the game. So for women, the rule is I'm not violating. So I'm going to hear them differently. For men, I am enough. I don't need to do more to prove that I'm a male. That's why the testosterone and all comes out. Because men get aggressive. Because they hear that you're not man enough.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but understanding, right? These are basic rules. It makes it easier. So you're hearing something 47 that is said to you that's not in balance. And the weird part is what is happening in the muscle, memory, and energy is all a value system you gave because you have association with those emotions. And you can rewrite your life today. Okay, and that's all. So this is all only one product you need, sesquiterpene. That's it.
Sesquiterpene. That's
Sesquiterpene.
one of the terpenes?
Yeah,
Wait, that's what's telling me that I need?
yeah, that's all. Only one thing.
Why? Did a lot of people come up with a bunch of different products?
Yeah. I think for you, it's only a case of memory reset. Remember, I said biomemory. So there is a way.
I have a very difficult job, so I can't clear my head.
That's what.
You know what she does?
What?
Tell her. She went to school. She has a specialty.
Yeah,
Radiology.
I plan now.
Yeah.
She's a symmetrist.
So what happens with radioactive field is your DNA is again vibrating.
But she's not. You're
I'm
not.
not in the treatment.
No.
I'm not in the other end of the radio.
Probably you're stressing your forebrain a lot.
Oh, I'm sure.
So for that, again, memory reset. See, the thing is, one thing, understanding this is I even make a roll on. Just before you start your patient, just put like a little bit cream.
Yeah.
So you inhale that so their stress doesn't come to you. See, that's all. See, everything stress memory is by our forebrain. And it is through memory, through the nostrils. So they did a research on Alzheimer's. They found by holding a peanut butter 20 centimeters away from left nostril, if the person does not inhale and understand it's peanut butter, they get early memory loss. So the only way to reset the brain is re-energize their memory through nostril. That's all you need to
So
normalize.
put peanut butter, 27
No. The
hours.
peanut butter was a test
Yeah.
they did for Alzheimer's detection.
To see if they were gonna get
So
it.
yes,
Yeah,
that's
why can't
because
we all do it?
no.
Right.
The thing is for you, the problem is you are creating stress by inhaling your environment in another way. So there is something in your workspace that's creating stress for you just by inhaling. So one of the thing I suggested that ozone aura cleanser.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
the ozone thing?
Yeah.
That's all you need. You probably want to plug it into your environment and create ozone, high oxygen to your tissue. Then you wouldn't feel stress. And she has that machine.
I have the machine. I don't. I use it, but like I just shut it. I mean, I haven't had it.
Yeah.
on for
So, but the
couple
thing
days,
is, like with the cannabis product, what you can do is create an inhalation product, and I can create one for you. It's only $10. What I'm saying is,
I'd get
The-
relaxation,
everything
see,
you
the
can do.
oral
Everything you
fixation.
no,
can do.
but
I can
everything
do
you
it in
do
any
is a
form.
memory of that smell.
Okay.
So whether you smoke
I
it,
see.
so it's your
I
whole
see.
thing is reset by nostrils.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do.
Okay.
And once you understand that, it's okay. I don't mind whichever way you do it, but
Okay.
I'm telling you that's your best response.
I see.
So let's do this
So-
question.
Yeah, I'm gonna go show you. It's 21.29 hertz. We're gonna figure out what is 29.29 hertz. Okay.
But when you go into these cannabis places, do you order it like that with that
I'm
name?
gonna show you guys another way to look at the cannabis place. Okay.
It's very complicated. Why?
No, it's not complicated. It's very simple. You are overthinking it. You're overthinking it because you are looking at it another way. So I'm gonna
No, but
show
if you
you.
go into the shop, they're not gonna understand it, the complexity.
No,
but
but
you
this is for
understand.
you. This is for you. I'm not telling you because you don't want to confuse them. You don't want to go tell them like, hey,
Exactly.
this is what my doctor. They said, what?
Right.
What the heck? So I'm going to show you where is 21.29 in the chart. Because that's a hertz it's looking for. 21.29. Physically, I want to see which 21.29 is yellow green F note. And F note. Hey, this is not like I paid $5,000 to study, so it
Oh
will
my
be little.
gosh.
So F note, right? It says you have problem with kidney, environmental allergies, reproduction issues, low back, cranial balance. And in emotionally, planner, ability to see flaws in plan of others, balance between perception and action. This is exactly what you need to reset. And if you're an emotional person, this is what you need to reset. If you're a physical person, this. So like how I told you, muscle memory versus biomemory. So if in case it's your mother's side, this is what you need to reset. Does it make sense to you?
It's kind of funny.
See?
The ability to see flaws in the plan of others.
Ability to see flaws in the plan of others.
Meaning like can immediately see what the problem is. And unfortunately, it creates more stress because what you're pointing out, they wouldn't agree. Right?
Balance between perception and action.
So that is the emotional side. So you really don't want to react emotionally because people don't give a shit what you feel. Right? So you need to make it so that no, but like what I'm saying is you really need to sound very smart. You need to be a smart asshole. Seriously. I tell my patients, I don't care how sober you are. I don't care about smart assholes. Follow the law, don't break the law. Right?
Yeah, right.
See, the problem is, right, we all are correct in our own way. But sometimes we are not communicating it across in a loving manner. So you need to rephrase it. Because people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So you need to say, I'm doing this for you, not for me. But you need to get it to them in a way they understand. Because their way of relating is different. So we are speaking two different languages. They are speaking English, we are speaking Spanish. So you need to have like some sort of a way to communicate. Hey, I'm doing this to help you further. Because everybody hears what is in it for me. So you need to make them invested in your welfare. How would you do that? So you need to first figure out what is it they are looking, right? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Sure.
So, okay. So then in Switzerland, they use the same scan. They charge $60,000 for this.
Wow.
So I'm going to tell you how they are going to look at your body, okay? So you have issues with small intestine and kidneys, which kind of I told about the F note, because it picked up only kidney. The kidney is usually something to do with acid-base imbalance, and also, did you have scar or trauma in your body? Did you have any surgery?
Yeah.
So that is the
But
space.
not on my kidney.
No, but like when you have scar and trauma, that energy field is disrupted. So your body energy is not flowing the regular way. So there is some distortion. So we do mud pack for those area where you have a scar. And Dawn does the mud pack. If you want, I can have her teach you how to do it. Or I can train Maria if you want to train with me. And then let's go see here. So there is some stress on S5.
Your lower back. Do you have any back issues, Johnny?
S5.
What's
Yes.
T20?
Sacral. T26. This is how the Swiss people will read, because this is how they start the whole treatment. They always go with the meridian on the T. So T26, we are going to see what is the meridian, because all the energy fields go through the T. So the main issue you see is urinary bladder, ovaries, kidneys, adrenals. Again and again, kidney comes up, right? So there is some sort of an electrolyte imbalance. So one of the things, like, you want to add in addition, which I personally like, is kratom.
Kratom?
Kratom.
What's that?
Kratom. Kratom is actually lithium in, it is immortality herb, but it has to be dosed very, very micro dosing to get your acid balance, because it's alkaloid to normal. But that's not the only thing. You also need mud packing to those areas where you have scars, because there is a reason you're disconnected. Remember how I said about biomemory? Where exactly is your scar?
My ankle.
So
I
ankle
got a bunch
region,
of scars.
but ankle region is about spiritual balance. Like, so which side, right or left? So I think is it inner ankle or outer ankle? So you want to do mud pack there. There is a green clay, French green clay, and you can mix it with cannabinoid oils and pack it for 10 minutes and wash it off and walk in sunlight so the ankle gets exposed. That will energize you. So you probably want to do twice a week that type of mud packing until, see, what it is some sort of a imbalance between materialism and spirituality is happening. So either you're being very grounded or very spiritual. So you need to bring it into balance. So an ankle, literally like Achilles tendon, that's your weakness. Like somebody is staring through your weakness. You have given your inner cards to somebody and they are misusing it. So you exposed yourself. So to reset, right? Do you understand what I'm saying? I might be too fancy.
Do you understand it? I don't understand it.
No, I mean, I think, the problem is I'm interpreting it, how it relates to my own life.
Yes.
So that's kind of a tricky
Yes,
way to
because I don't
interpret
want to lose you either. Because I can say it another way, but I don't know whether you get it. But like what it is whenever you have a scar and trauma, the energy is congested there. It's like all the energy flow in the body through the lymphatics is like a river. So you are having a depletion after that and excess on one side. So usually, physically, it will present as headaches if you have those issues. And so you will have like tension headaches and stuff. So ankle is the reason we get like forebrain, like waking up with frontal headaches. And so that's a physical presentation. An emotional presentation is feeling that you're being used. So I don't know which way you want to take it, but both has to be in balance.
So this product that you found would help that?
That you're going to find. Remember, I told her about cannabis co. Okay, so here right? Like you're going to go back and say, I'm going to look at the effect.
No, what was that thing that came up with? The product that came up.
Yeah,
Did
so
that-
we are going to again see this. Do
Okay.
you want to do physical now that we know it's ankle? So let's go physical, okay? And in physical, pain or sleep, what is the issue? And in pain, do you want relief or relaxation? And then these are the choices.
So we did it different last time.
That's because you wanted calming. See, you did it mood, mental.
Right, but.
But
so I
both
have to
will get to where you need to go. You just have to figure out what is your number one priority.
My number one priority is the calming, first thing.
So here
Not
also
the
there is
pain.
calming.
I don't want.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can get to calming either physically
Or,
or
Emotionally.
mentally.
okay.
So it doesn't matter. The thing is, see, Pineapple Express is very nice strain. So it'll tell you what terpene you have, right? Like on top, it already gives you the pricing. So 1 gram is $18, 1/8 is $40. So pre-rolls are $10, and you can go to Temascal with her today if you want, and you just have to like list. So take this 8 like in a little list and put it down and say, hey, do you guys any of these?
Acapulco Gold, blueberry,
Yeah.
all those things there.
So you if
But
they'll give
still-
you choices, and you say, hey, I want grape ape. That's another very nice strain.
But this is
Would
where
you
I've
push?
lost you.
Yeah.
What happened to the terpene?
Yeah.
Sesquiterpene is just a terpene that has an atomic weight. I'm going to show
Yeah,
you
but
what
how
it
does
is.
that relate to
To
what
this.
product I need?
Because everything that has aroma has sesquiterpene. All the terpenes are only 2 things, carbons and hydrogen. Carbon of 5, hydrogen of 8, so atomic weight of 13. So sesquiterpene is 4 times 13.
So all these have
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
it
but
doesn't matter.
You didn't factor that in when you did this wheel. That was a separate.
The wheel is, see, the thing is, I am telling you scientifically what is working, but how are you going to ask for that in the dispensary? Because they would not relate to you. If you say, hey, I want a sesquiterpene, they said, what the heck?
But does this wheel tell you how it relates to your where?
Because if you, okay,
You never
of
put
these
that
choices,
in.
no. Of these choices, what do you like? Pick one you like. Do you want mint? Do you want mini cake? Do you want white fire, Acapulco, gold, blueberry, do, grape, OG Kush? No, pick one. Pick one. I'm going to tell you what. Huh? Blueberry. Okay. So we're going to pick blueberry, and I'm going to tell you where the sesquiterpene is. So on the bottom, if you go, it'll tell you what are the terpenes in there.
And what was
Okay.
the one that you told
So
me I needed?
terpenoids, what are all there?
Oh yeah.
So everything has terpene, huh?
What was the one that I came out with that you said I needed?
Sesquiterpene, just memory. It doesn't matter what you're using.
I know, but
You're going to associate that blueberry cannabinoids with relaxation. So whenever you smell that in future, you will be able to regain that experience of calm. So what you're going to create is a new association of blueberry cannabinoids with calming. So nothing is going to stress you. So even if you think of it in memory, you're going to reset your nerve. You understand?
I do, but I don't know how the 2 tests that you just ran relate. You came up with, you said that's all you need is this support, right?
Sesquiterpene. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because what it is you're creating stress in your memory.
Now, shouldn't you be taking that data and plugging it back in and saying, this is what my study told me she needed. Now, what product would result in
That's
this?
right. The cannabis scope, you have a lot of choices. Remember, I gave you the whole scope. So I don't
That's a
need to,
different
I don't need to,
chemical, isn't it?
I don't need to, see, what it is yours, you chose sativa. So hybrid sativa, okay? And let's say like in the previous wheel, which we went through effect, let's say we go through the effect, right? Effect instead of physical, and you said mental,
Yeah.
and you wanted calming, mood and calming, right? Oh, no, you chose U4.
I didn't choose that. Go back one.
So you have only 4 here.
No, I didn't choose that. Go back. Keep going back to
You did the euphoric.
I I didn't do euphoric. I
What did you do?
calming. Did I do euphoric?
Yeah,
No, I didn't. I don't think so.
because this is how we came to Durban poison. But that's okay. We can do calming. So calming, only 4 choice for you. Northern Lights. Northern Lights. Actually, my son loves Northern Lights. Chisel, Harlequin, Jelly Bean. So Northern Lights, my son's favorite. And see, this is indica. So you'll get a body effect. So it doesn't matter what you choose. Cannabis scope is the best way to drill it down. But I don't want to limit you because it has 200 choices. So don't go by my recommendation. You figure it out. You keep a catalog of what worked for you. Doesn't make
Okay.
because see, I don't want to limit your choices.
How many
Yeah, but if
different
you
brands
just,
are
yeah,
there?
if you just told me though, Vasu, if I get down the track where I use blueberry and all of a sudden I'm resetting my brain, I can't choose pineapple the next time and it'll screw everything up.
See, no. I think what it is what it is the terpene. See, what you are looking for. The way I'm gonna explain to you now is, have you ever used cologne, right?
Yes.
Same way. What I'm showing you is your body has a preference. And the cologne, they call it base note, heart note, and top note. Have you heard about them?
Yeah.
Base note is fixed oils. What is the core of what you like? Heart note comes from taste. What taste you like? And then top note is like a cologne, like only a dab. You don't want to be too overwhelming, so you puke, right? So the aroma has to be very, very gentle. So the fixed oil, there are like only 6 types in cannabis: floral, earthy, spicy, woody, fruity, herbal. And for you, because you chose blueberry, you like fruity. And so blueberry is heart note, which is you are gearing towards berry or tropical. Okay. And then the top note, you have this many choices in that. And I feel personally, I'm not going to tell you what you would like because blueberry you chose.
I only chose blueberry because it's high in antioxidants.
See, that's why, because
Yeah,
you're
right.
thinking.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, you
Well, I
can
mean, I
think or you can feel. So you need to say, okay, I'm thinking it is not antioxidant and I like it. But if in case you don't like the taste, you can do another. See, the thing is, that's the reason you're reset with your memory. Remember, that's why it gave you, because you're thinking your relief. Instead, you want to feel the relief.
Mhm.
So you're going to match it now. And when you match it, you're going to use so many products. There is one that's going to make sense to you. You're going to say, oh, this is what I like. Even though I said blueberry, I like Northern Lights, right? It doesn't matter. And it is a floral. See, it's a flower, right? Northern Lights, let me see. Woody smell. So
Let me ask you, Vasu,
even though
is this classified as what you need for medical marijuana, or is this
see,
not
medical
THC?
marijuana is like, I opened the door for you, okay, Pandora box. And it's like a jungle walk. It's a trail. What you pick up is on you.
Well, but you see CBD oils everywhere. You go to
Yes.
Marshalls and get them.
CBD oils are only base
What's the
note.
difference between medically?
Okay, so CBD oil is only the base note. So you got 80% of your problem fixed. But you still have to fix your 20%. So what you're adding on top is on you. That's why, like, it's so challenging, the cannabis part,
Yeah.
to teach people, because you really have to, like, see, I gave you permission to use wine. But what wine you like, I have no idea, because it's your palate. It's like, some people like rose wine, some people like
Yeah,
white.
the difference with wine is you don't have choice to smoke it, eat it, dab it. I mean, you're drinking wine. So this is like, okay,
No,
there's
but
all
like
ways
even
of
before you
administering
drink it, you smell it, right?
True.
There is a reason you're attracted to it.
Mhm.
And that is in your core, in your DNA. You had an experience with it in the past and you liked it.
Yeah.
So that's the same with cannabis. You understand? It's kind of complicated way to explain, but don't overthink. Looks like you're overthinking is the
I
issue.
just want to know how to be efficient.
So what I would suggest is, don't think, go to the dispensary today, Temazcal, and inhale. See what attracts you and what it is and why you feel that way, and keep a journal.
Should she have at least a background, like the Northern Lights, for instance?
That's what, see,
So
the thing is, like, at least write down these 4, right? Because it gave you only 4 choices, which is really nice. So I would suggest take these. You can even take a picture of that.
So you mean to tell me if she goes to the dispensary, they have these names already, they're already in a thing? Oh, okay.
Because see, if you don't have this knowledge, they're going to tell you this is good for calming. And you're going to end up like coming up with something you have never even
So
tried before.
at least you have a little bit of, little bit of
But this
direction.
one, you need to specialize in it, because if you don't understand why are you doing what you're doing, you're going to be lost. You're going to let them guide you.
Yeah,
And they would have worked for them, not necessarily for you,
because they don't know.
because they don't know your body.
So is there any measure that you can go into the shop and say, hey, I tested this
Yes.
factor, and do you have products tailored to how I
Yes.
tested based on
I'm going to see, the thing is, what it is I'm going to email this to you. You can even show it to them. Okay. So,
Where are you going, Joni? Where's this
They
place?
said, you said this one in Framingham.
Temazcal. So I'm
I
going to
know.
email this to you.
Okay.
So you can take your email report. My doctor told me I need one with sesquiterpene, and I prefer Northern Lights, or like, these 4. What is the best choice I have for you?
Oh,
So they can tell you, right? Like, so you have your report, you have the ability to, I think cannabis coke, that wheel is really nice.
Yeah, it is nice. It's just so many choices.
Yes. So
And-
don't
and
get
I-
lost.
I could
So
pick
you're
them
going to
all.
say, for starting, I like blueberry. And or I tested, like, these 4 came positive for relaxation. So between these 2, what are my tropical? You are looking for a berry flavor,
I don't really
fruity berry. No,
You
I'm
like
saying,
fruity?
because you said
No.
blueberry.
I know.
What do
The
you
only
like?
reason I said it was because of the antioxidants.
that's the first thing I thought too. We did it on an intellectual level, not
Yeah.
really on a feeling.
So I don't know.
So
what
I'm
other
gonna
levels
stop
you're supposed
this,
to do
and
it.
so this whole thing is recorded. So I will send you the video so you can, like, drill it down why I said what I said, because like it's too much information I gave you. Sometimes it's like tough to like understand what I said, and you like pause it, listen to it again, because I shared so much information. This is what the most challenging part in cannabis is, because you have opening door we have never walked before. So you're going to think differently, talk differently, because cannabis world is so different.
So let me ask you, what are the forms that I can get what you said?
So the forms are edibles. You said you don't like
I don't
edibles.
like edibles.
Pre-rolls. Pre-rolls is a very good choice.
Pre-roll is like a cigarette.
Yes.
Okay.
And in pre-rolls, you can actually literally open it, drizzle with a little bit of your favorite way to take it to in addition. So you can take an edible version
Yeah.
and put it, and also smoke it in addition. They call it,
Do they sell at these things
Yeah.
actual pot?
mhm.
They do. Because none of the stuff you talked about was pot, like marijuana form weed.
No, these are all marijuana. They have different names. What I suggest is
Do
like,
they come in greens or do they come in oils?
No,
they come
in-
everything,
yeah,
flowers, edibles, capsules.
So
I know, well, because you haven't gone in them. You gotta go to the store and see.
Okay,
I have,
sure.
I've
So
still.
see, like the pre-rolls, right?
Yeah.
The Japanese knotweed here, they have like tube-like structure. You can cut it down, put the pre-roll in, and you can smoke it with a natural way instead of even putting it in a paper. And you can also
how do you
drizzle.
smoke it naturally if you don't put it in paper? A pipe?
No, these Japanese knotweed, or called false bamboo,
Oh,
they have like a
Oh,
space
they're
in between.
outing? I see.
So you can cut it and you can make it instant, because you're vaping paper. Instead, you can put the pre-roll, plug it into the knotweeds, and cut it like to the little length you want.
does that burn down? The
No, but the knotweed has resveratrol. So you're going to do it naturally. And also like the other
Where is
thing is,
that? That's separate then?
yeah,
Just point it? Yeah.
I'll show you when we go out. Do you know about the not
No.
Japanese? They have that false bamboo, like it looks like a bamboo.
Yeah.
So one note next door, cut it down, and put the pre-roll, the flowers in, so you can instead of
Wow.
rolling, you
So
can
You
yes,
just light it and
And
smoke
what
it
does
that
the
way?
outer lining burn?
Yeah, does the not wood
yeah,
burn?
because it's a wood.
Okay, so then you're.
So you are not
inhaling-
inhaling the paper.
So do they sell that at the place too? The
No,
not
no,
wood?
you make it
Oh, you make
your
your
own.
own.
See, in the place they sell it as palm leaf. So instead you can make it your own.
Right, so do they sell healthy outer instead of paper?
They must sell other products to roll things in.
It's always paper?
And they have flavored paper, and I don't like it. So I prefer it to be natural.
So
Yeah.
what are the other ways then?
The other thing is like, so they also
Vaping.
they also sell the sesquiterpene terpsiolite. So you would open the knotweed and drizzle a little bit of it, like lace it like how you do.
Chocolate sauce.
No,
Ice
like in the cake you do like whipping cream on
Oh,
top.
yeah.
So you can put like a little bit of that in addition. You can customize it in such a beautiful manner. You can have a very good experience.
So what other ways?
I will
Vaping?
actually walk with
Vaping
you.
Is it, but vaping isn't that on
Well,
hold
we
right
just
now?
talked to her, the way she, I don't know if there's enough information about